Hi everybody, I'm Dan and this is Jordan and we're going to talk about some sports, especially pertaining to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers had a great season. They didn't win the championship, they didn't win the NBA Finals, but you know what? It was a fun year, it was an exciting year. It was so great having LeBron back. They didn't win it all, but it was still a great year. Do you agree?
Yeah, I thought it was a really fun year to watch. It was finally fun to watch the Cavs again. The Cavs were relevant, but
It was a great season. I had a lot of fun. It was a great season. Yes, they didn't win the championship, but they should next year. That's the expectations for next year. Next year they should, at least get to the NBA Finals. The East is so weak, isn't it? I mean,
yeah,
I'm so glad the Cavs are
they'll be
playing.
in the finals next year.
They will be in the finals next year. The Eastern Conference is so weak, and should be in the finals. But the thing is, to win the championship, everything has to go right. You have to have a great team, which the Cavs have. But you have to stay injury free. The ball has to bounce your way. The refs calls have to go your way. Everything has to go right. And for the Golden State Warriors, everything did
Yeah,
go right.
everything went perfect for the Warriors. They had a perfect season.
They kind of have like a golden path to the championship, which, at the end of the year, they don't ask you who you play, they don't ask you the circumstances, they don't ask you the margin of victory, they just give you a trophy and a banner to hang down in a parade, and, the Golden State Warriors, they earned the championship. I mean, if Kyrie and Kevin Love were healthy, it might have been a different story, but it's just kind of unfortunate, Jordan, that Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt in the Boston series. All right, what do you think about Kevin Love opting out of his contract? Now, a lot of people are saying that he's going to sign for a 2-year deal with another player option, which is basically a 1-year deal. And then in 2016, when the salary cap goes up, he's probably going to leave that, but he should stay for one more year. What do you think?
I think that he'll stay for another year at least, but I definitely think that he's gonna come back.
Yeah, I think he'll stay for another year. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in 2016 if he wants to be here long term. Because really, the Cavs just mostly treat him as a three-point shooter, don't they?
Yeah.
He basically just stands behind the line and just shoot three-pointers. I mean, last year, or when he was in Minnesota, he was considered one of the best power forwards in the game, probably a top 10 player. He's really not considered that anymore. Do you consider
He
Kevin
wasn't
Love?
even an all-star this year.
No, he wasn't. I mean, that's got to be a big blow to your ego, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially when it's a close Cavs game in the fourth quarter, he finds his butt on the bench. I mean, what do you think that does to his ego?
Well, doesn't help.
No, it doesn't help. It doesn't help his ego at all. This guy is a perennial all-star. He was considered a superstar, and when it's a close game, he finds himself on the bench. So, but I think he'll come back for one more year. Maybe he wants to prove to everybody that he was the missing link for a championship. They didn't have him in the finals, and he comes back, helps the Cavs win a championship, and then maybe wants to go to another team to stuff the stats again.
He has to stay healthy, though.
He has to stay healthy. Stay away from Kelly Olynyk. Okay?
Yeah.
Stay away from this guy. Just stay away from Kelly Olynyk. Don't let him put you in an arm hold again. It was like a wrestling move right there. Don't let that happen again, Kevin Love. Okay, do you think Andre Iguodala deserved the Finals MVP?
I do not. I think
You do
LeBron
not.
should have got the MVP.
Now, some people would say that you have to win the series to win the MVP. You disagree with that,
Yeah.
obviously.
Well, I don't think so because if you take Andre Iguodala away from the Warriors, they can still probably beat us. But if you take
Great
LeBron
point.
away
Great
from the
point.
Cavs,
Great
we have
point.
no chance.
Yeah, you take LeBron away from the Cavs, considering their injuries, it's a clean sweep, and Golden State wins every game by 20 points. You take Andre Iguodala away from the Warriors, and Golden State probably still wins that series.
Yeah, that's basically what it comes down to. MVP, most valuable player.
And
LeBron
I mean,
was the most
he
valuable
was the
player.
most valuable player. He almost averaged a triple double in the series. I mean, you can make the argument he is the most valuable player. Just the Cavaliers didn't necessarily use his value because they lost the series. Although they really could help it because they were so depleted at that point. But LeBron's the MVP. I mean,
Yeah.
you look at LeBron's stats. You look at Andre Iguodala's stats. LeBron just completely just towers over him in stats. Completely eclipses them.
If you look at LeBron's stats and Jerry West's stats when he won the NBA Finals and they still lost, LeBron's stats are better than Jerry West.
And Jerry West is the only player in the NBA Finals who's been a losing team to win the MVP.
Yeah.
So
and LeBron had better stats.
great point, Jordan. Next topic. Shawn Marion is dead to weight. He retired, and not a moment too soon. He should have retired before this season, really, because he was.
He
You
had
know what?
nothing.
He had nothing. He was in the starting lineup when the Cavs started off 19 and 20, so he's partly responsible for that. It just shows how bad he is. He's in the starting line every single day, and the Cavs are 19 and 20. Kendrick Perkins, he made that foul against the Boston series, kind of revenge for Kevin Love. He kind of poked that guy and should have got ejected out of the game. Didn't even get ejected for that. He just came to be the enforcer. Basically do this, basically attack somebody and give him the hard foul. But he's gone. Get out of here, Kendrick Perkins. We don't need you. We don't need you, Kendrick Perkins. If you're watching this, we don't need you. Go away from the Cleveland Cavaliers. you know what? No, you know what? You're bringing here to do what you're gonna do. He's basically just a backup, the backup Timofey Mozgov, and he did just that. So
He's
Kendrick
pretty much the enforcer.
Perkins, if you're watching this, which is about a 1 in a million chance, you did your job, and it's nice having the Cavaliers, but best of luck next season. You won't be back. Mike Miller is dead weight, of course. He's dead weight. He's the definition of dead weight. He's best friends with LeBron, so that's why he's on the team. Yeah, if you're best friends with LeBron, you could pay identically with Cavalier. That's basically how it works. Next topic will be who do we want back and who do we don't want back. Let's just talk.
Definitely the two people that I really want back, J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert. I think those are two key guys that the Cavs need.
I want Iman Shumpert back if he plays good defense. I do not want J.R. Smith back.
I disagree with that.
Well, I don't want.
I think J.R. Smith needs to come off the bench and not start, and then that's when he's at his best.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? He was exposed as a role player in the NBA Finals. The Cavs needed his scoring, and they needed his three-point shot, and it was nowhere to be found. He was non-existent. He was a ghost. He was invisible. Did J.R. Smith even play in the NBA Finals?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he played. It didn't seem like he played. If he played, he wasn't noticeable at all. He was the invisible man. He was the invisible man out there. And they're pretty much playing 5-on-4 when J.R. Smith is out there.
Dellavedova,
I do not want back in the Cleveland Cavaliers. I do not want Delly back. He made a contribution the first 3 games. He hustles, he plays hard, but he was exposed in games 4, 5, and 6. People are saying he shut down Steph Curry, and yes, he played good defense on Curry, but it's mostly just Curry having a bad shooting game, and Steph Curry did what Steph Curry does, and Dellavedova was exposed for having no skills. You disagree with that,
because
okay?
we'll have Kyrie, and he'll just have to be a backup point guard. He doesn't
Yeah,
need
well, the thing is, Jordan, is that Kyrie gets hurt every year. You miss substantial time every single season, and we're going to need someone who's capable of becoming a starting point guard. Dellavedova cannot start. He cannot play 30
So
minutes a game.
do you think the Cavs should get a guy like Mo Williams?
Yes, I would love Mo Williams back. Obviously, Mo Williams played with LeBron the first go-around. I would love Mo Williams back. I do not want to see Dellavedova in this team. The whole Delly mania was pretty short-lived. Is Delly mania dead?
Pretty much, but they're making a movie about him.
Well, okay, it's not gonna. It's gonna be his story will be on the silver screen for years to come, and he'll be immortalized on the silver screen of Hollywood. But Dellavedova, you made a contribution, you play hard, but to be honest with you, you have no skills. You could find some guy at the local YMCA with as much skills as you, Delly. And I really don't want you back. But listen, thanks for being on the Cavaliers. You made a good contribution, but I don't come back. But this is Sports Talk. I'm Dan.
I'm Jordan.
And thank you so much for watching Sports Talk. Until next time.